American and British English differences are here. Some spelling differences, a slight grammatical difference, and also I'd like to introduce a few idiomatic usages in English language. Here, listen one thing before enter into the class. Enter the class, enter into the class. There is difference. You can learn afterwards, okay? There are such kind of some differences are there. If there is anything running, if you enter that, it is called enter into, okay? British English, that means United Kingdom, UK English. UK English and Australia English is almost equal. No need of learning some additional differences. But America, that means USA English and UK English, these two have some differences. We must know them. Some pronunciation differences, some spelling differences, and also some grammar differences. Suppose pronunciation, you know, schedule in USA, schedule in British. In the same way, spelling, C-O-L-O-U-R, color British, C-O-L-O-R, color America. In that way. Here, American English and British English. C-O-L-O-R, C-O-L-O-U-R for British. Americans removed U. Even neighbor, they removed U. Even favorites, they removed U. Honor, Americans removed U. Only H-Y-N-O-R, honor. In the same way, analyze. Americans use Z, Britishers use yes. Analyze and analyze. Criticize, criticize. In the same way, memorize, memorize. Center, center, center. Here. In the same way, some other spelling differences. Aluminum, usually Americans say. Aluminium, British say. There is no I for Americans. Program, it is very much important. Americans usually say P-R-O-G-R-A-M, program. But British says P-R-O-G-R-A-M-M-E, program. Jewelry, jewelry. Only single USA use. Checks, checks. Check, C-H-E-Q-U-E, Britishers, old spelling. You know one thing, beyond Q, usually Britishers use. But Americans use beyond line or beyond Q also. Q or line, anything is okay for Americans. Airplane for Americans. Aeroplane for Britishers. See here, A-I-R, A-E-R-O. Lot of difference in spelling. Dialogue. For Americans, there is no G-U-E, only G. For Britishers, it is dialogue. D-I-A-L-O-G-U-E for Britishers. Okay. After some grammatical differences also will be taught. Wait for a few seconds or minutes. See here, singular for so many words. Counseling, singular. But the Britishers use counseling. Quarreling, quarreling. Double, singular. Modeling, modeling. And in the same way. Okay. Equaling, sorry. It is quarreling. It is equaling. Signal. Signaling. Usually we say, we use it in the railway department. Signaling. Travel, traveling. Double L, double L, double L. Propelling, propelling. In that way, it is very much important. Fit, fit, fit. It is for Britisher. But fitted, fitted for Americans. Wed, wed, wed for Britishers. Wed, wedded, wedded for Americans. And V1, V2, V3 here we say. And knit, knit, knit for US, Britishers. And knit, knitted, knitted. That means sewing with something. And attaching together is knitting. Light, lighted, lighted. And for these people, light, lit, lit. Okay? I think it is some change here to there to here. Dream, dreamt, dreamt. You know, Old English, British English. Everybody use it. But Americans use dream, dreamed, dreamed. Even kneel, knelt, knelt for Britishers, that means United Kingdom English. But Americans use kneel, kneeled, kneeled. It is something strange to us, but it is being used in present days. So many differences are there. Most of the people, there is a phrase for Britishers, but Americans say most people. Simply they use most people. Nowadays, in that way. Okay, learned for Britishers, but Americans say learned. We must know some common differences, otherwise we will be faltered while we are conversing with those people, or we may think that others are committing wrong, though they are right. That is why we have to learn all these things. Okay, let's come to the point. British and American English. Apologize and see here, Britishers apologize, yes, but Americans use apologize, jed, they use at the end of the word. And organize, recognize. At the end of the word, SE, instead of SE, Americans use in judge. And some epilogue. You know, epilogue means ending words in a speech or in a book. They do not use GUE, just they end with G. Epilogue. Britishers say prologue. Prologue means beginning words in a speech or in a book or anything. But here they avoided. They usually avoid UE, prologue only. Willful. These people use double L here. Most of the places they use single L, but here they use double L. That is the matter here. Okay, let's come. There are some grammatical differences, very slight differences between US and UK. Let us come. Usually for the completed action, if we do not mention for the completed action any time, day or date, we use present perfect tense. I have completed, they have gone, it has been charged, etc. But here, Britishers use, I have lost my keys. Have you seen it? But Americans usually use present perfect and past simple also. According to the total grammatical rules, past perfect should be used for the past actions or the completed actions along with or mentioned with time, day, date, week, month, year, etc. But these people usually use for any completed action either present perfect or past simple tense. I have lost my key or I lost my key. It is usual thing. See here, Britishers usually have form for some refreshments. Have a bath, have a shower, have a break, have a break, have a holiday, etc. Have a holiday, etc. See here. Have a bath, have a shower, have a break, have a holiday, etc. But Americans say, take a bath, take a shower, take a break, take a vacation. See here, go and have a wash. Usually Britishers say, but Americans say, come and take a wash in that way. Okay, let us come to the other point. Okay, for accommodation, these people usually use, for accommodation, these people usually use, there isn't enough accommodation, British, there isn't, or there is not enough accommodation. But Americans say, there are not enough accommodation. They do not use, actually it is uncountable noun. But they are making uncountable noun as countable here. There are not enough accommodations. In the same way, okay, it was different from what I had expected. It was different from what I had expected. Different from, or to also used, it is different to what I had expected. But USA people, it is different from, or it is different than what I had expected. It is different than what I had expected in that way. They do not use different to. Okay, that is the matter here. Okay, here also, the kitchen looks great now. The kitchen looks great. These are all things very useful for IELTS, TOEFL, etc. GRE, for the people, those who would like to go by English entrance test to enter into other exams, and for competitive exams also, these are asked usually. Okay, listen, the kitchen looks great now that it had been done up. That means it's set right well. Now it looks like very neat and great. But Americans usually say they do not use done up. They use done over. The kitchen looks great now. The kitchen looks great now that it has done over. But Britishers say done up. Okay, in that way, round, around, both are equal for Britishers. He turned round or he turned around. He turned round or turned around. Turning around means making complete turn. See here, three things. Turn left is just like a, it is like 45 degrees. 45 degrees. See here. And almost all, it is like 90 degrees. Turn left to turn right is 90 degrees. About turn is 180 degrees. Turn around is 360 degrees. These people use turn round or turn around, both. But Americans only use the turn around. They are very strict in that. Okay. Should. How to use word should. Usually, Americans do not use double emphasizing words. Double stressing words. They do not use. But Britishers use. See here, we insist that something should be done about the problem. Insisting means saying strongly or forcing to do. Again, need not use should. Americans avoided it. Americans usually say, we insisted that something be done. Something should be done is not necessary. And the second thing also, yes, I demanded that he should apologize. Demanding means forcing already. Why should we use should? Americans avoided that. Britishers say, I demanded that he should apologize. But Americans say, I demanded that he apologize. That's all. It is good. Americans are good in this matter. Okay, let us come to the point. Get on. Okay, get on means usually doing well or overcoming a position, hurdle or problem. See here, Williams get on well with his new neighbors. Williams is almost all okay. They are adjusting everything and going together well. But Americans say Williams gets along, not on. Williams gets along well, not gets on well. Okay? Williams gets along well with his new neighbor or new neighbors also. We can use. Okay? Let us come to one more point. Some sentences let us see. Here, shall we try that again? Usually, Britishers say, shall we try it again? But Americans say, how about we try that? How about we try that? And in the same way, Britishers say, shall we meet in the cafeteria? Shall we meet in the cafeteria? But Americans say, do you want to meet in cafeteria? Do you want to meet in cafeteria? And again, shall I open the window? Usually. Shall I open it? Shall I do it? But Americans say, can I open it? More presumptuous. Can I open it? It's common for them. Okay. These are the common differences. You can see here, it is Australian, that means almost all British English, it is American English. There is no lot difference for Australian and British. A couple of decades. Usually, Britishers are Americans. We know that, a couple of decades. Most of the people. But Americans do not say most people, couple decades. Most people, couple decades, in that way. A couple of years, a couple of years. That way. It is common. Aeroplane, airplane, already we have seen it. And agonize, in that way. Arbor, they avoid you, you know that. Neighbor also say arbor. Baptize, very important word. BAPTISE, baptize for Australia and the Britishers. But Americans say BAPTIZE, baptize. Okay? In that way, you can go through many things. In the same way, let us see a few, only few idioms, and let us close this session. of learning. Okay. Number one, between the devil and deep sea. That means a person is in between two problems. In front is devil and back is deep sea. That means he can't move ahead. Neither he can move ahead nor he can get back. That is the meaning here. And where there is a will, there is a way means don't escape from your helping nature, or don't escape from, don't say many, that means pretends, don't pretend. Don't pretend or don't try to avoid or escape. Where there is will, there is a way. Like a pretext. Saying some pretext and avoiding something is that is the matter here. And second thing, a burnt child dreads fire. Something that means a shock or a lesson gives us a lot of experience. And first come, first served. That means being alert and being punctual helps us a lot. That is the meaning. Here you can see the first in line will be attended to first. And the second thing, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Indeed means really, a practically. A friend in need, a person who supports us in our difficult time is a real friend. That is the meaning. And a discretion is the better part of valor. This means that avoiding a dangerous or unpleasant situation is something the most sensible thing to do. Yes, avoiding dangerous or unpleasant situation. We shouldn't show unnecessary valor or heroism. And in the same way, angry man is angry man, most of the people are aware that. Because a healthy person, if he is hungry, he shows his anger. In the same way, here, a person who doesn't get what he wants, that is real meaning. That means, if unfulfilled desire, need, requirement is there, that person behaves angrily. And empty vessels makes most sound, because it means, real meaning is, a person who hasn't proper knowledge or stuff in his mind, he speaks unnecessarily. A man is as old as he feels. That means, if mind is young, you are always young. That means, don't feel sad or don't feel bad. It is an encouraging idiom. Another thing, an idle brain is the devil's workshop. That means, an empty person, that means an idle person, a loafer does bad things. A loafer means a person who roams here and there without having any proper work. A loafer does many bad deeds or works. Okay? Faint heart never won fair lady. That means you must be always, you must think positively to gain some good gift or good result. Okay, a penny saved is a penny gained. That means not only toiling, but you should learn how to preserve, save your previous work. A rolling stone gathers no moss. That means an active person always works hardly or works harder. One who believes in hard work always thrives. And barking dog seldom bites. It is a common idiom in every language. That means a person who speaks less does great things or good things. A bird in your hand is worth two in the bush. It is very good. A chance, an opportunity which is in front of is better than many opportunities beyond of our reach. That means we have to use our nearby opportunities and nearby chances and facilities. In that way, birds of a feather flock together. That means same colored birds. That means the same habits. People with same habits come together usually. At bar shop, all drunken people usually gather. All glutton people usually gather at feast. In that way, a same mind set people usually come together according to their mindset. Okay, very nice. So let us learn more things in coming days. God bless you all.